This is the countdown round, which determines who goes for the car. And, of course, if Brian should win this countdown round, he'd automatically get the car because he'd be a 5-day champion. However, he has to beat Veronica and Ellen. Now, when you buzz in, you can answer 1, 2, or all 3 parts of the question. Every time you're right, you count down 1. The first to 0 wins. Where do you count down from? Depends on where you stood at the end of the second round. Ellen, you had the most money. You have to answer 4 questions. Our champion, Brian, will have to answer 5 before she does to win the game. Veronica will have to answer 6 before they do to win the game. Are you ready? Here we go. Broadway has presented us with a number of musicals based on the lives of famous people. Here are the titles of 3 such musicals. You name the real person or persons the musical was about. Look at the screen. Coco, Minnie's Boys, Annie, Get Your Gun. Veronica's in.
Coco was about Coco Chanel.
Correct. Continue.
Annie Get Your Gun was about Annie Oakley.
Continue.
And Minnie's Boys was about Minnie Mouse. I have no idea.
No, Brian.
Minnie's Boys was... I don't know.
Ellen, can you give it to me?
The Marx Brothers?
That's right. Let's take a look at the score. Ellen needs 3, Veronica needs 4, Brian needs 5. All the major cities in the world are proud of their art museums like the Louvre in Paris and the Prado in Madrid. Here are 3 other great museums. In what city would you find them? Look at the screen. The Guggenheim, the Rijksmuseum, and the Uffizi Palace. And Brian's in first.
The Guggenheim is in New York.
That's right. Continue.
The Uffizi Palace is in Florence.
That's right.
The Rijksmuseum is in Amsterdam.
3 in a row, and now he's down to just 2. And we got a race on our hands. Brian just needs 2. Ellen needs 3. Veronica needs 4. Certain addresses have become identified with the real or fictional characters who live there. Here are 3 such addresses. Name the main character who lived at that address. Look at the screen. There is 1 on Baker Street, 1 on Princewacht, and 1 on Hauser Street. Ellen, you need 3.
Baker Street would be Sherlock Holmes.
Correct. Continue.
Amsterdam would be Anne Frank.
Right. Continue. You need 1 more to win a championship.
And Brooklyn,
Time's up, Brian.
Brooklyn would be...
Veronica?
Archie Bunker.
Archie Bunker, right. Now take a look at the score. Ellen needs 1, Brian needs 2, Veronica needs 3. Any one of them could win on this question. A number of fictional ships and their captains have made it big in the movies. I'll name the captain, you name the ship. Look at the screen. Queeg, Bligh, Ahab. Brian, you need 2.
Bligh was the Bounty.
That's right.
Queeg was the Cane.
You've got another championship! And the car! He's won it! What a game! What a game! Woo! Oh, that was the most exciting game we've had here. Here is our champion trying to win his 5th straight time. He's trailing, he's in last position, and he comes through in a terrific race to nose out Veronica and Ellen and win another championship. And that car is yours, Brian. Go ahead and take a look at it. And Veronica, while he's doing that, you're a terrific contestant, and so are you, Ellen. It was a marvelous race and a close one, too.
Thank you.
Veronica takes away 330, Ellen 530. Why don't you come up and join Brian on stage right now as he gets into his new car.
There is an airline that's a great way to fly.
Ontario Rent-A-Car. Accommodations for Monty Hall and the split-second staff provided by the Toronto Hilton Harbor Castle, Toronto's only downtown hotel on the lake, featuring first-class dining and the award-winning Chateau Neuf, the Toronto Hilton Harbor Castle. The car featured as today's big prize on Split Second was provided by Addison Cadillac, the leading General Motors dealership in downtown Toronto. Addison on Bay. Sherilyn's Wardrobe by Winston.
Well, this has been some exciting day, and Brian had his eyes on this car all weekend. Just the last time, have Sandy describe it for you.
Well, Brian, you own the sporty Pontiac Grand Am, equipped with all of Grand Am's standard features, like the fuel-injected 4-cylinder engine, cruise control, AM/FM stereo cassette player, and air conditioning.
His heart is just pumping away. I've never seen anybody. He's hyperventilating. He's so excited. But listen, I want you to know that with the cash, $2,900 in the car, your winnings are over $20,000. I'd like to repeat what I said earlier. This young man, who is a budding architect, took a year off from school to go to work and pay off some of those student loans. And he said, boy, I could really use the cash. Well, now you don't have to take the bus or the subway or anything else to go to school, because you'll be driving this beautiful car. You won 5 straight days, so that made it an automatic win. Your 2 opponents, I want them to come in here, gave you quite a run for your money today. It was as close could be, and you nosed them out in the final finish, and I know that everybody's excited for you, Brian. And congratulations once again. Brian, very good. And to your companions here, you've played a very good game, both of you. Thank you so much for being with us. Over $20,000 for this young architect who wants to dance, and who can blame him? So, from Sherilyn and Monty, bye-bye, everybody, from Split Second.
Join Betty Davis, Elizabeth Taylor, and Deborah Winger in conversation with Barbara Walters tomorrow night at 8. Our House is next on TV 11. Split Second is a Stephen Hagas Monty Hall production in association with Concept Equity Funding Limited. The day J.W.